My name is Elise, and I'm a children's librarian at the Acton Memorial Library in Massachusetts. I also work in Needham and Wayland, and I'm here today to do a family activity craft called ABC Creations. I'm going to show you very quickly 3 different projects that you can do with kids who are 3 and much older children or even adults. So let's begin with the supplies you'll need. Okay, one of the first things you need are magazines. And you need time, let's say an evening where you're watching television and you're cutting out letters. So take a scissors, gather different kinds of magazines. Now, each one is different. Some will have lots of big letters, some won't. So you're looking for different colors, different sizes, different typefaces, and just cut out as many as you can. Sometimes it's fun to include handwritten letters and just a large variety. So I just gather a whole bunch of magazines, and I find all kinds of things like handwritten letters. Now, another possibility is you might have some sheets like this at home, but I actually think the hand cut letters from magazines are much more interesting. This is easier, but the other letters, when you have a variety, it just adds more interest to your artwork to have an A like this or an L like that. And I just did these actually in one evening, just sitting on my couch. I also collect or cut out small letters because we're going to need those. This is a really important craft for young children. It helps with literacy and letter identification, and they learn a great deal. Now, I also do numbers, and for numbers, the best source are old calendars that you can just cut up. And the main thing is you want to make sure the numbers are big enough. And again, color and variety like that is nice. So that's the first part. You cut out your letters, and then I got my ideas for this project from 2 or 3 books. Chicka Chicka ABC and Chicka Chicka 1, 2, 3 are by Bill Martin Jr. They were also illustrated by Lois Ellert. They're classics. Both of these books are available as e-resources at the Minuteman Public Library. But there's another book I used called Letter Lunch by Elisa Gutierrez that also inspired me with one of the projects. And that project is what I call my alphabet soup. And I usually do this when we're doing a lot of ABC books. All you need for this one is a piece of paper, and you need a paper plate. This is a used one from a craft, but it doesn't matter. Fold it in half, cut it out, and then staple it like this to a piece of paper. And make sure you staple the bottom so the letters don't fall out. And your child can color the bowl, which I think adds a lot of nice visual interest to the artwork. And then they begin by pasting letters. They can write their name, their family names, your pet's name. You can put them up here on the bowl. You can put them inside. You can even put them on the spoon, and that spells delicious. And you have to taste it and make sure it's very good. So this is a really, really fun craft. I hope you enjoy it. But let me show you 2 more. One of the libraries I worked at has a die cut of the tree that's used in Chicka Chicka ABC. It's a coconut tree. And so when I do these at the library, we use that. But at home, you don't need that. You can just cut out a tree of green paper, or you can color a tree on here, and then you can add your letters. And in Chicka Chicka 1, 2, 3, it's not a coconut tree, it's an apple tree. And there's apples and bees that come around, and the numbers are climbing up the tree. So these are some projects that were done just using these cut up letters and those books. The ABC book or the 1, 2, 3 were the inspiration. And letter lunch was the inspiration for our alphabet soup. Now, I have also done a project with older children. And a few years ago, I did one much simpler where we just put important words about our lives on the page. But recently, I wanted to do one for the COVID-19 period where we are all spending a lot of time indoors. So I decided to brainstorm, and I came up with a list of words that felt important to me for this period. My name, family members' names, the date, the name of the virus that's keeping us inside. And I added words like Zoom and crafts, because I'm doing lots of crafts. I added walks and cooking, because I'm doing that too. I added hope, because I hope we won't be here forever in our homes. And I added sad, or you could add lonely, because we miss our friends and school and the library and our grandparents and so many things like that. I also added masks because we have to wear them now. And this is a project you can do with young children. If they are learning how to read, they could sound out the words, or you could help them. Just ask them what words they want to put on their picture. And this is a great project for any child in elementary school, and even older, and even adults. You can do one. This is the one I did. And there's my name and my son's name, COVID-19, 2020. And then I wrote crafts and cooking and walks. I wrote sad. I also wrote safe, because we want to be very safe right now, which is why we're washing our hands, we're staying indoors, and we're wearing masks. And I wrote people, and I even put an exclamation point, because some of the things we're doing are really fun. We're with each other together in our homes. We're playing a lot. And I also wrote question mark. I put in a question mark because we're not sure how long this might last, and we're wondering, and there aren't easy answers. So I hope you have a great time doing this. I think it's a really nice exercise to help us explore how we're feeling during this period. And the other parts I showed you, the ABC soup and the Chicka Chicka 1, 2, 3 are very fun too. So have a good time with this project, and I'll come back in a week with one more. Thank you. Bye.